What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started, I gotta go ahead and say thank the Lord above King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen today, I put together a very special build for you. Now, I'm gonna be calling this one the Rec Warrior build, but it's also gonna be known as the Inside Out Score. Now, this is absolutely one of my favorite builds, especially when it comes down to the fives. Out of all NBA players today, it's going to be reminding me of De'Aaron Fox. Now, we're going to be able to get a 99 plus when it comes towards our driving dunk, three-pointer, free throw, ball handle, steal, and stamina. And we'll also get the upgraded layup packages, elite contact dunks with pro dribble animations. Now, on this build, you're going to get a total of 46 badges, 7 Hall of Fame, 17 gold, 14 silver, with a total of 8 being bronze. Now, this is really the perfect rec build, especially to be a point guard. I'm going to go ahead and say it's a bully in the rec and suitable for any given situation. Defensively, you're going to lack nothing, and it's a high-powered scoring machine. Now, this is really my favorite build to be the main scorer, and it's really an ISO god if you look at everything that we can do. Now, before we move any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for Thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So we're going to go ahead and get started with today's build. Let's put it under the point guard position. As for that height, I'm going to go with 6'6", and then for that weight, I'm going to put this to 180. Now, for the wingspan, this is very crucial. Go ahead and put it to 6'8". And from here, we are all set to move forward with the rest of the build. Now, the first area that I'm going to dive into is going to be our physicals. This is really the most important factor and area to start with. So for that speed, let's go all the way up to an 86. Moving into the acceleration, let's go ahead and leave this at a 71. Move the strength up to a 49. And then getting into the vertical, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 82. Now, as for that stamina, let's max this out to a 99. And something that I think we need to take into consideration is that if you do your Gatorade facility workouts, for those of y'all who don't know, the +4 stars does give you a +4 put towards your physicals. So we're going to have that 99 stamina, of course, 86 vertical, 53 strength with a 75 acceleration and a 90 speed. Overall, I think this sets the build up perfectly to move forward. Now let's go ahead and get started when it comes down to our shooting. So as for that mid-range shot, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 77. Now this is really optional when it comes to today's build, but as for that three-pointer, I definitely want to max this out to a 92. And then for the free throw, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 99. Now, this is one main reason as to why I say that this build is perfect for the rec. As you can see, we get Hall of Fame free points, but also for the three-pointer, limitless range with Spot Finder, and then you also do get Whistle. Now, from there, you do get Hall of Fame Comeback Kid Claymore, and a lot of other gold badges. I'm looking at Blinders, you get Deadeye, Catch and Shoot with Corner Specialist, Green Machine, Space Creator, pretty much everything that you can want and need, especially with guard up and open looks. As far as for the mid-range shot, you do get Mini Magician on the silver tier, which personally, I think it's more than enough if you add in boost as well. Now from here, let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. So as for that pass accuracy, I'm going to put this up to a 70. Moving into the ball handle, let's go up to an 86, and this is really going to unlock most of the pro dribble animations. As for that ball handle, let's go with a 75, and as you can see, we get bronze blow by, silver speed booster, you also get hyperdrive with triple strike. Moving into the ball handle, a little bit more of the same, but we do get handles for days on the silver tier, unpluckable, and we also do get bronze killer combos with gold ankle breaker. Now, as far as for the pass accuracy, if you think this is going to be more than enough for your playstyle, go ahead and leave it or change this, but look, for my own liking, I'm going to leave this at a 70. Now, I'm happy with bronze dimer and relay passer. Really what I was going after was bronze special delivery as well as break starter. Now, I'll go ahead and say that it comes down to your own personal preference and liking, but for my type of playstyle, I'll definitely say that this is going to be more than enough if you consider adding in boost. Now from here, let's go ahead and get wrapped up with the finishing. So as for that driving dunk, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 94, and as you can see, we're going to be able to get certain badges like Gold Posterizer, Precision Dunker. You also do get Aerial Wizard, then Hall of Fame 2-Step, Spin Cycle, Bunny, and Slithery. Now moving into the driving layup, we do get Silver Scooper with Float Game, Bronze Acrobat, then you get Hall of Fame Bunny. Overall, Aerial Wizard with Giant Slayer and Pro Touch is going to take this build to the next level for the finishing, especially if you know what you are doing when it comes to timing your layups. I think this is one of the best builds to take into the rack in any 5 setting. Now look, you do get all of the elite contact dunks, most of the upgraded layup packages with some pro dribble animations, and a very deadly 3-point rating. Now let's finish up with the defensive end. As for when it comes to the perimeter, 74 is going to be more than enough. As for when it comes to our steal, let's go up to a 91. And this is what we should be looking like once you get this build maxed out to 99 overall. Now, if you have a few remaining leftover attributes, you can go ahead and put this into any area of your choosing. And as you can see, we get Gold Glove, Interceptor with Right Stick Ripper. As far as for the perimeter defense, I really do think this is more than enough. You get ankle braces on Bronze, Challenger, Fast Feet with Pick Dodger, and Workhorse with Silver off-ball pass. Now, if you take into account your badges, we get a total of 7 Hall of Fame, 17 Gold, 14 silver, and 8 bronze, bringing us to a total of 46. Now, I want to know your thoughts and opinion. Is there anything that you possibly would do to change or make this build a little bit better? Overall, I think this is one of the best builds that you can make out of the point guard position, especially at the height of 6'6". Now from here, let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. Now we should be getting these 3 different comparisons: Kenny Smith, De'Aaron Fox, and LaMelo Ball. And as you can see, we have created the Rec Warrior coming out to the inside outscore. Now thank you so much for your support. More so than anything, God bless every one of you. Now I just want to say I really do appreciate your support. One thing to take into account: adding up boosts with this build, activating your takeover, wearing gear that give you an additional boost, and playing well. You have a whole lot of potential when it comes towards this build today. Now look, I just want to say once again, thank the Lord above King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family. And last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from. And I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.